But we're gonna see, you know. But welcome. Those who seen it live for the first time, I hope everything is good on my end because I had a battle with this. I had to battle with this like over and over again. I guess in order to do something right and in order to record this video about these two superstars, then I probably had to fight to in order to get things right because for some reason I had to go in and out of this video. It was like probably like 7 or 8 times to try to get to you now to be able to go live. So it was weird because I never experienced that before. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm excited to come on here and talk about uh, two people two people that not only shaped the organization, but still have an impact. Still have an impact on Cowboy Nation to this day. And you see, I got the hat. I had. Hold on, let me get some water. Well, not really water, but let me get something to drink. But I had a couple. I had a Dion jersey. I had a Dion jersey. I had a Michael Irvin jersey. Because I'm not one of these fans that just started becoming a fan, and you know, um, you hear about a team. Well, you can't nowadays. You can't hear about it. You can't hear about them. You can't hear about them and ask or say that you're a fan. People not jumping ship to become Cowboys fans. But as far as that interview is the picture that the thumbnail that I took is from a conversation that Emmett had. I mean, not damn, that Michael Irvin had with Deion Sanders prime time, and so I thought it was great. He shared a lot. He shared a lot, and he talked a lot about his sons. He talked about his cancer and the things that goes on with cancer, and he opened up a lot. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm talking about prime time. If you're not a part of Cowboy Nation, then you welcome Cowboy Nation. Well, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm talking about prime time. Talking about prime time and the playmaker, Deion Sanders. And if you're not a Cowboys fan, then you're in the wrong spot. If you're not a cow, let me say that. Let me say that loud and clear. If you're not a Cowboys fan, you are in the wrong spot. Hey, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? But if you haven't seen that interview, hey, how you doing? 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 Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, if you're not a part of Cowboy Nation, then probably should exit out. Exit out. Go home. What? What I'm doing here? I'm just talking about. I'm talking about prime time, and the playmaker. And I was sharing about. I was really talking about. People that haven't seen this interview. He haven't seen this interview with Dion, and the playmaker. If you haven't seen that interview, then it's great for you to go check it out. You know, on the Playmakers channel. And I was saying that the friendship because without Dion, Dallas didn't win a Super Bowl. When he came, he changed the balance, and he helped Dallas get over that hump because San Francisco always beat him. San Francisco always beat him, and when they got Dion, when they got prime time, that was it. That was it. Excuse me. That was it. And so to say anything else is you being bamboozled, you being hoodwinked. But he said that, and Michael Irvin said it, and Dion said the same thing, that he was the reason. He was the reason that because Jerry Jones went to Michael Irvin. I don't know if you all seen the documentary. It's on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it as of yet. But he said that you know that Jerry went to him and asked him and talked to him about prime time coming to Dallas. And so you know that's a that's that in itself shows the character of somebody, that because a lot of times people are selfish, and people feel like some people feel like that if he comes, he's enough of my shine. Well, Michael didn't say that. Michael said that if this guy comes, what's up? But Michael Irvin said that if this guy comes, then he gonna help the team. He's gonna help the team, and they end up getting him, and they put. I was surprised they did that too. They said they put a number on the table. They put his contract on the table for everybody to see. So everybody knew what this guy was making, and nobody had a problem. Everybody said, "Well, he making money, he making as long as he help us win." And nowadays, I think as far as the stars concerned, I feel like everybody wants. If you're making a certain amount of money, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like some of the players feel that if this guy making a certain amount of money, then I should make a certain amount of money too. And that's not how winning gets done. Like Rocket would say, that's not how winning gets done. That's not how winning gets done. But I understand you want to get paid. But Tom Brady, I don't know, and I'm gonna say this. Some people may not like it. Some people may agree. You may agree, may disagree. But I feel like Joe Montana is better than Tom Brady. Joe Money, by far, in my opinion, he's the best quarterback that ever did it. But you can agree, you can disagree. But Tom Brady said that he took less money. He took less money to be quarterback, so he can have a surrounding cast around him. And I'm sure some of the players from the Star said the same thing. Let me see what's going on. What's going on? Hey, tell your mama to do that. Tell your mama to go home and slap your mom and tell her to do the same. Tell her to shut up. And then come back when you do that. Come back and talk to me. If you can't do that, then don't say anything to me, because everybody's big behind video or behind audio, whatever, however you want to put it. but yeah, like I said, Cowboy Nation. You know, but a lot of he touched a lot. He touched on Shador. He touched on Shiloh. He talked about how they talked about their futures in the NFL, and you know, both of them, it's a big difference than playing for your dad and then getting on a different stage and playing for somebody else. So, you have to decide. I like he said it, and I already knew that they're gonna be all right regardless of whether they play football or not. Those two guys and the family is gonna be all right regardless of whether they play football, he play quarterback, whether play safety, whatever. What Shallow play? What position he play? Whatever position he play, he's gonna be all right regardless of whether he play football or not. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be great. So people's opinions don't mean shit. A lot of people that have opinions about certain things, they never did or never aspired to do the things that they're talking about. It's easy to give an opinion about somebody when you never did what they did. You never been through what they're going through. It's easy to give an opinion about that. But if you've been through it and you've gone through it, then a lot of times you can be sympathetic about what they're talking about or what they're going through, because you've seen it. You may tell them, say, hey man, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. Or a young lady, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right because I've been through it. I've seen what you're talking about, and I experienced that. But you're gonna be all right. Don't sweat it. You're gonna be fine. But if you've never been through it, then you can't say that. So a lot of times, people that have the criticism, they can get up and say certain things about certain people, especially about this family, and say, "Oh, this and that about him, about Shiloh, this and that about Shadur," and they don't know nothing about the family, they don't know nothing about the young men. So, and and it's funny, it's hilarious. What you got to say? I love the comments. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You got anything else? Dumbass, you call me a dumbass. Thank you. Viva Nepal. Viva Nepal. Give me something else. What else you got? You got anything better than that? That's as far as your vocabulary extend. That's the best you got. Is that the best you got? But I've been called worse. I've been called worse than I could be a dumbass, but I've been called worse than that. So in order for you to offend me, you have to use better verbiage than that. Dumbass is not gonna work with me. If you would have call me something better than a dumbass. That's a hurt. If you want to hurt my feelings, if you just talking this to, if you just post this to post, not gonna understand that. But I can, that's great. But but I can't. I don't really understand. I really don't understand why people come on YouTube or any social media platform, and come on there and insult somebody. What is your life like? What is your life like? Did your parents love you enough, or do you love yourself? Or some people may be bored, or you're a kid, you're a child, you don't have nothing else to do, and that's sad, and that's sad. Especially depending on where you come from. You may come from a rich family. If you come from a rich family, that's just even worse, because that means your parents haven't instilled in you, haven't given you a work ethic. And regardless of what you want, if you want it bad enough, you got to work for it. And if you want these lazy kids to sit on the internet and bash people and talk bad about people, then you got a problem. You have a problem, and it's sad. Sad, but it's okay. Maybe you'll be all right. Maybe, maybe. But anyway, I just want to come on. Like I said, we got a couple more days until the season starts, and I'm going to I'm going to I'm be going live early Sunday morning, and I'm gonna give all my tips. Like I said in my past video, I'm gonna give all my tips. I'm gonna share all my tips and all my things that I want to share about upcoming season, about the Cowboys, and other things. I got a couple digital products coming out. A couple digital products coming out for those that are interested in you know um, my trucking vloggers, or people that drive trucks, and people that want to scale their business up. Regardless of what type of business you have, you want to scale your business up. I got a couple digital products coming out that I'm touching on that in a later date. But I just want to come on and talk a little bit about you know what I saw, the video I saw. Hold on. Oh, video I saw. No, I show that. Show that. Oh, well, another money here. What the fuck? But yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to get to all the comments before I get off. Trying to get to all the comments before I get off. But yeah. Yeah. I had a little issue. I had a little issue with coming on earlier. But I'm glad I got it worked out. And I don't really. If I had to guess, and if I was gonna bet on the odds of the Cowboys going to the playoffs, I would say they wouldn't. I say they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it to the playoffs. But even if they did, even if they did make it to the playoffs, the quarterback they have, you know, you know, you know, you know, like even if Jerry Jones says something, if Jerry Jones says something about a player, or even a coach, if Jerry Jones says something about a player, even a coach, I have to agree with Jerry. I have to agree with Jerry. And he said out of his mouth. Jerry Jones said out of his mouth that he wouldn't have paid Dak. He said he wouldn't have paid Dak. So if Jerry Jones, what the fuck, tripping? Yeah, my bad. I'm back. My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm back. But yeah, you know. But yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me go inside. Ain't that the truth? Oh boy, let's go inside. No, it's dark. It's dark, dark, dark. Hold on. But yeah, hold on. Give me 1 sec. Cause hold on, folks. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. So yeah, my bad. I'm gonna get off of here though. But yeah, but I was saying, I was talking about Jimmy, you know, and I was saying that Jimmy didn't want no he my bad. They asked Jimmy would he have signed Dak, and Jimmy said no. So my whole thing is, if Jimmy would have said that, if Jimmy says that, then I have to agree with it. If he's saying that, and we know what Jimmy did, if he's saying that he wouldn't have signed that, then what the hell? He said he wouldn't have paid him. He said he hadn't proved anything. He hadn't proved anything, and I agree. So, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see as fans. But like I said, look out for my. I have I have an ebook coming out about Cowboy Nation. I also have a couple other things coming out, and forthcoming. I'm just putting it out there now, so you all know. Those subscribers that do subscribe, those the people that are watching the video afterwards. But you know, we're gonna see. And Sunday I'm gonna come on live again Sunday morning. Not Sunday morning, but Thursday night. I'll be live. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'll be coming on live. I'm gonna get all my picks every week and every week to the end of the season. And for those that are interested, those that well, if you subscribe and you make your picks and you put your picks in the comment section under the video of my first video going forward, then on the last video, if your picks beat my picks, then I'm gonna win a big prize. So, but you have to stay tuned and stay plugged in. Make sure you subscribed, and you know I should have gone forward, but anyhow, you know I had to come on. Make sure you check out Michael Irvin and Dion and that conversation, that talk. You know I got into it a little bit, but the most important thing I got about that conversation that they had is friendship and being unselfish. You know, forget the money, forget my stardom. I want to win. So that's pretty much what Michael Irvin said. That's pretty much why they got Dion, and you know the rest is history. And without prime time. They don't want to. They don't want another Super Bowl. San Francisco goes on to win again, and they go on to beat Dallas again. If they don't shift the balance and get Deion Sanders. So that's my take on that. You can disagree. You can agree. You can say I'm full of cow manure. Hola, hola, cómo estás? How you doing? What's up? What's up? But yeah, you can agree. You can disagree. You can say I'm full of dog poop, but that's how I feel. And if if you disagree, then put it in the comment section below and say, hey, you're wrong. Tell me why. Tell me how I'm wrong, and I can say, okay, well maybe, but no, without prime time. If Dallas didn't have prime time, they don't win that Super. They don't win another Super Bowl. Yeah, they don't win a Super Bowl that year without him, because he was a shutdown. But they were stacked now. Dallas was stacked. Dallas was stacked, but they were loaded on offense and defense. They were loaded. So what did any of you ever seen above the rim? If you ever seen above the rim, what he saying above the rim? He said they can't change what we were. They can't change what we were. They can't change what we were. Anyway, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. Like I always say in the my videos, tell somebody you love them, because you never know when you're gonna go. Kiss someone you love, you never know you can kiss them again. Y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. I'm out. Peace. Hold on, I fucked that up. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.